I'm just going to rotate it. Originally, it said to rotate it in landscape. I rotated it in landscape, and that didn't work. But, well, here I am. Okay. Seems to be working. Looks good. Kind of hoping nobody shows up because I don't know what I'm doing. But that's okay. Okay, guys. So this one here, I am streaming via a mobile phone. Okay, mobile phone. So let's start with that. I'm trying it out. This one here is portrait mode. That seems to be a term that I'm using quite a bit lately. I've used the portrait mode in another video from before. I think it was last week. And so when I used that video, when I used that mode, it was in portrait mode. And then my second video, my follow-up video, was in landscape mode. So that's how that went. I'm just gonna grab a coffee here, okay? There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at the size of this mug though. Look at this thing. It's bigger than my face. So I am in my van. And it was raining this morning. And I was checking out my new window, my switch for my window. The thing was, you know, it would go down and then it wouldn't go back up. And that wasn't a lot of fun at all. So I checked out YouTube and I found that I could probably fix it myself. And I ended up fixing it myself, saved myself a few $100. And I do have a video for that. And it's a couple of days ago where I fixed my own window switch, right? So that it would actually work. And I saved about $250. So that's a big deal. It's a 2008 Dodge Grand Caravan. And there's a lot of parts for it. And I went to a wrecker instead of buying new because the actual part itself, the master switch or the switch for the window, came out to about $250, you know, brand new. So as it stands, I thought, well, I don't want to spend that much. So I ended up just fixing it myself. I'm going to press a button. I don't know what it's going to do, but I'm going to press a button. Live chat, top chat. Okay, nothing's happening there. There we go. I'm going to press another button, see what it does. Well, that doesn't do anything either. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Okay. Not sure what that is. Leave that alone. What is this what is this blush? What is that? Oh wow, it's got filters, guys. So this is actually pretty interesting. Let's try glow. I'm not glowing at all. What's going on? Slate? Ooh, that looks like those old things. Oh wow, hello. Someone popped up and said, I can't, guys, I popped up. I won't be able to like respond via text because what's this, bubbles? Oh wow, bubbles. Okay, makes sense. This one's dance party. Having a dance party at 32 square feet. Right, buddy. This one here. Dream. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I am dreaming. I'm dreaming of going out west. Hey Bob, how you doing, man? Thanks for your comments. So I'm trying this out on my mobile, and I'm just parked at the side of the road. And it's so far it's working. I'm actually surprised how well it's going. It's actually raining. Hey, by the way, how's the sound? Can you guys hear me okay, or what's the deal? Like, I think you can. You probably can, right? 8mm. This one's called documentary. Yeah. I'm gonna try another silver. Oh, this one's called the silver screen. Silver screen. This feels very silver screen. It's like, oh my goodness. You know, like. Anyway, maybe I'll act something out one day. Whoa! Becky, that was scary. Definitely not something I'm going to try again. Sounds great. Okay, great. Fantastic. There's sketch. Okay. So a bunch of filters here. Kind of nice. This one, that's blush. This one is beam. Oh, that one's beam. And right behind me is my van. Okay. Fantastic. Southern California. Very nice. Hey, Bob. Well, today, Bob, you know what the weather's like? It's raining and it's cold. And a couple of days ago, it snowed. So, I know at some point I am going to find myself somewhere warm because I think, the older I get, there, my bones, it's like literally digging into my bones. When I was younger, I would be fine in the winter. Being in Canada, winter is a thing, right? There's a lot of fun stuff you can do, but as I get older, it's just digging right deep into my joints, and it's just one of those things that happens when you get up there in age, right? So yeah, so that's how that is. So I'm glad this is kind of working. I'm just gonna turn this off up here, and I'm actually quite surprised how well the like it's just like the pictures, like just like the videos makes sense, right? It's a live stream. It looks pretty clear as well. So I need to turn on some lights here. I'm gonna turn on my light. Whoa, look at that! See, look at all that light, guys. Like, see the light? I mean, it just brings everything out. Turn this off. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on again, and I'm going to put on low light, medium light, no light. That sounded like a Dr. Zeiss book. Oh, you know what? My alarm just went on. You guys probably can't hear it, but I'm gonna dismiss it. Turn this on. I've got this other light. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's book light. Ooh, it's turn this off. Very, very affordable. It's a book light, and it's got a clip. Okay, one of these things. This thing, this thing is so handy. It's like look, you know what I mean? It's like you can bend it, right? You can put it on your head if you want, right? But it's so handy. I love this thing. So I can put it anywhere, right? Like in my kitchen, I got a kitchen light here. That's my kitchen light. I've got some of this here, and I've got my oven. Turn this off, right? Oh, you know what? Let me turn this on here. Wow. See, that's the mood light, guys. That's called rattan lights. That's I think that's one of the most favorite things. Bob, you're born in Toronto. Ryerson. Ryerson's the thing here, man. Yeah. You remember the snow, but you probably want to forget it. I'm sure sometimes you miss it, right? Maybe. But I I don't know, like every year I miss the snow less and less. There are some things I like about it. For example, the mood that it gives off, right? So I like these crazy filters. Like this one's called Pop. Doesn't really pop. This one is called Crush. This one's Glow. Even though I don't think I'm glowing. Yeah, the filters are good. I think I'm just going to use the Beam because that one seems pretty good. But that's a nice background, like look at it. I turn this on, and it lights up the entire van. This thing here, so it's always good that way. Okay, so anyway, so I'm just testing this out, guys. Yes, absolutely. That's one of my goals. I am definitely going to BC, be your van life. So right now, and I've got plans. There's only much I could say online because I know some of my coworkers actually watch my YouTube and they make comments, and I'm sure at some point word will get around. But I mean, I'm very upfront about it. Here's my plan, and that's how I want to be. I want to be as transparent as possible. I want to tell people, here's what I want to do. I don't want to say everything, right? But I think it's fair to say that at some point I need to go out west. Hey, Renee. Hey, good morning, Iron Fire Horse, man. Hey, we're back again. The gang's all back. So I'm trying out this live stream, by the way. So I was talking about going out west and my plan. So right now, let's take a look at my planning for going out west. One, I do have a van, which is great. I have a means to fix it myself, most of it. One of the things I probably can learn how to do is fix brakes. I saw some YouTube videos. It's not that difficult. Not that I would actually fix it myself, but at least get an idea what the issues are. And also I'm going to be looking at the common breakdowns for a minivan, right? Oh man, yeah, dude, going out west is going to be good. But so my previous video talked about getting another van, and it's cost, like there's cost involved with that at this time in my little life, I'm not prepared to put out. And I'm thinking to myself, this is giving me everything I need in many, many ways. The only thing it isn't giving me is sort of like the assurance that it'll make it out there, right? Like I don't want to be stuck in the middle of the road, right? But I have CA and all that stuff. But I thought to myself, well, you know what? I've been driving this thing for about 2 years, and it's been dependable. Aside from that one thing, the window, that's it. You know, that's the only thing that's crazy about this. And I've maintained it, good oil changes, all that stuff. Um, BU van life have a, yeah. I've been out this way before. Um, way back over a decade ago. I was in Alberta, and I stayed in Canmore. I went to Banff, and then I dipped over to Emerald Lake. Just I think it would be at the corner, just bottom part of BC, and I immediately fell in love with the area. I mean, the whole idea that entire west area, the mountains, the wilderness, the forests. I don't know what the people are like, but you know, I people are different everywhere, right? You're going to find people that are just truly, truly amazing, in the places that you never thought you'd find them amazing, and you're going to be disappointed in people who you never expected would be, the way they are. Absolutely beautiful area. You know what? I am absolutely sure it's a beautiful area, and I'd like to go out there and visit. And there's a number of Invisi friends. You know, there's a whole bunch of you guys out there, and part of it would be out there taking pictures along the way. Documenting it. Probably doing like these little live streams that I've been doing. I'm getting comfortable with the live stream lately. BC is the best. Yeah, yeah. I'm hearing that. I've seen van lifers out there, and I think everyone knows the more popular ones, the really popular ones, like Foresty Forest. He's a national treasure apparently, which is cool. And there's also Van City Van Life. Yeah, yeah. Van life is it's a different lifestyle definitely, and if you start it up, there's all kinds of ways to approach it. There is full-time van lifing, and then there's part-time, and then there's a cross between part-time and full-time, depending on what you're doing. Okay, for example, I consider myself more of a part-time van lifer, just because, like, while this is my home away from home, I do have a home base, which I think is really important. You all need that. Not everybody has that, and I've got that opportunity. I've got that. I think if you're going to be doing van life, I think if you can find a home base, it'll make things that much easier. You're going to go full time. I would love to go full time myself, but right now I've got things that's keeping me where I am right now, tethered, right? And there are things that are important in my life that I don't discuss publicly too much, but it's something that is going to be sorted out. And at some point, I can see myself going full time, and that I think that would really make a huge difference. And I think when you go full time, I know it's going to be wonderful and difficult at the same time. There are some things that you will miss. There are some things that you're going to have to get used to. I have been full time, and finding a place to sleep can be difficult, right? And unless you've planned it out well, unless you've got a bunch of things that where you're going to be going. So that would be a really good. Thank you. Yeah, I know I'm going to get there, and I'm really hoping for that. Right now, I'm just really trying to, like, line my ducks in a row and not just sort of like jump into it like crazy, right? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Traveling, absolutely. Travel, like what I've done is I've done weeks at a time, okay, days at a time, and I could I could literally hold out in my little van here without any other supply or anything, be self-contained. I've tested about 5 to 6 days where if I parked somewhere or if I drove somewhere here a long time. Okay. Well, I'm glad you ran to my channel. And yeah, and you're all very welcome. I'm glad I could help. um, Small vehicle. What I love about it is I've been in the city, and the parking has been great. I know if I'm going to get a larger vehicle, for example, the parking may not be as good just because it's a larger vehicle, a little more difficult to maneuver within a small space like the city, right? So that's one of the things that's going through my mind. But if I'm just heading out west, I thought, a larger vehicle probably would make more sense, be definitely much more comfortable, and I can carry more stuff. Thank you. Yeah, this I have to do a van tour, and one of the previous videos I did was talking about a van tour. I'm going to do a proper van tour. I'm going to start from the front and just work my way back. And right now, I guess right now, like it's raining right now, and I'm just here all comfy, all cozy. I've got the window that way. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. And to my left is the front driver's seat. And I'm just sitting at this little bench that I made, which is also my bed that sort of opens up into a bed. I've designed my bed like several times. And I'm just literally here. Yeah, I'm just literally, yeah, everyone's looking forward to the van tour. I hope I'm not building it up bigger than it is. But I thought I would break it up into small pieces because there's lots of little places in my van, that little nooks and crannies here and there, right? So that I find kind of interesting. And then I'm also looking at sort of taking pictures of my van so that people could sort of see it without having the need for video. So that's where that's going. But um, I wasn't expecting the live stream to be kind of this easy to do. I just pressed a few buttons, much more controlled than the last time I did this, where it just appeared, right? But I do have a live stream coming up on May 1st on Sunday. So, well, thank you. And those little things that I do were things that I did after I got most of this stuff done, by the way. So, for example, I would just choose a spot and think, well, what do I need? What do I want to see? I wanted to make it as homey as possible because, when you're spending days and weeks at a time as you're home away from home, or even, for example, in my case, like, I work full time. So instead of going to the lunchroom, I go in here, and I've been very fortunate to get some extra time. Thank you. To get some extra time during my lunch so I can take a nap, I can cook something, and just relax and just get some zen going, or whatever people do, like just to relax and then go back to work again, right? And that's part of my goals as well, is saving, working full time, saving my money, and making sure that I have enough of resource on a financial scale to put up against any issues that this van or something that might happen, that I can make sure that it's covered, right? I have seen scenarios where people went full time without counting the cost that, hey, if your vehicle, your main base breaks down, that's going to be an issue. For example, my vehicle broke down. All it was a window. But some people, the transmission breaks down, or maybe their axle, maybe their brakes, and that stuff costs hundreds. It can cost a few $1,000s. I remember a episode on Forsey Forest where his transmission pretty much blew, and he had to replace it. I think he spent like $2,500, and like things like that. And that's what I'm thinking for this thing, but which would be really weird because this thing definitely, I mean, it's good, but I'm not even sure how long it's going to last. So far, it's strong. One of the guys I worked with, he knows a lot about cars, and he said this is a good car. The engine's good. So I lucked out, and I hope to be that way in my next vehicle. I don't even know that part. I've got a lot of trepidation regarding that. So that's the main thing. So I'm saving up, I'm planning, and I think that's what's important when you do this kind of stuff. You have to plan. It's good to be spontaneous. I think that's good. But you have to have a level, be spontaneous on things that's not going to ruin your life. You know what I mean? For example, there are individuals or couples who are so spontaneous that 9 months later, they've got this spontaneous thing happening, right? And That's not the kind of spontaneous you want, okay? You want it to be planned out, right? And that same with van life. You want things to be planned out. You want to make sure that you've got a good vehicle. Yeah, absolutely. Expensive. Kids are expensive. I've seen the charts. I've Googled it. Expensive. Depends where you are too, right? So, but and kids are fine too, by the way. So anyway, so plan it out. So start with a good base vehicle, because whatever you're building into it, especially if it's going to be like a level of permanence that's going to be difficult to take out, it's going to cost you if it breaks down. For example, I can take about 90% of this build and transfer it over to another Dodge Grand Caravan. That's originally I started building it so that it was like kind of, like set, like permanent. But then I thought, well, what if I want to take it to another van, right? The engine is fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Again, the engine, like basically the mechanics of the vehicle is extremely important. Very important. You know what? I just looked up my watch and I've been talking for quite a bit. First of all, I didn't expect you guys to show up, but I love it. Thank you. I'm very happy to have seen you guys. Yeah, fix, renovate. Yeah. Like if you're going to fix or renovate it, I always say kind of build it in such a way that if you can take some of it with you, fantastic. Like my entire build, 90%, I can take with me. It will take some time to take down. Even my favorite ceiling, I can take down that ceiling. I built it in such a way so that I can take it down. So I could salvage about 90% of this build. The other parts are just the beams and the things that I use to sort of latch it down. Older vans are reliable. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing to do. Well, I know Chevys are very good. Chevy Express, I hear they're quite good. Ford, but I've also heard that Chevy Express is not going so well. But I've heard some really bad things about the ProMaster, one of my favorites because it's so boxy and wide, right? So that was something that I'll probably kind of give up on unless I get a really good price on it and I know it's really dependable. But I'm leaning towards a Chevy Express, and if I can get an all-wheel drive, that'd be better, right? And I think if anything, if I can get a high roof, even better. But I would rather choose high reliability than a high roof, because this is already fine for me. Like this van, like I spend most of my time out of it anyway, or napping or something, right? But a cargo van would even have a higher sort of roof, right? And that might just be enough for me, right? But guys, I'm going to be taking off in like a couple of minutes from now, because I have to start something up, and I just wanted to try out the live stream here. So I've been yakking for about 23 minutes, yeah. And I will do another test one, and then maybe if you can catch me if you can, okay, we can chat again. Yeah, I took one. The stow and go seats, I really like them. Okay, have a great day, you guys. We will chat again. Well, Bob, you are most welcome. I'm glad you guys showed up. Wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad you guys showed up. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. One thing, I don't know how to turn this off. Wait a sec. How about here? Yeah.